Okay, so I've got an oval hole mandolin and an F-hole mandolin. I thought this would be a good opportunity to do sound comparison sampling, because you often hear about the two mandolins but don't always quite know the differences. Obviously the body styles are different, but the main difference with the oval hole, aside from the oval hole, is this has an X brace, so there's a brace going like that and that, whereas the standard F-style F-hole mandolin, you have a tone bar going this way and this way. So they both have medium gauge strings. They both have red spruce top. So I'm going to try to just do the same thing on each one to give you an idea. And sound is so subjective too, so. So to me, the F-hole mandolin sounds, the notes have a little bit more of a kind of a punch and sharper edges. I try to think of musical notes as you have obviously the fundamental tone, and then how are the edges around it, kind of like when you throw a rock into like a pond or a lake, you have the initial like splash and ripple, and then you have all the secondary, tertiary ripples going out from it. And that's kind of how, in my mind, how I think of sound. Is like how are all those subsequent ripples. So I'm listening to the fundamental, and then I'm also trying to listen and tune into how it dissipates as it gets farther from that fundamental note. And then to me, to my ear, it sounds more crisp as it goes. So these notes on this oval hole, they sound rounder on the edges. You have the fundamental again, and then to me it's kind of a rounder or softer tonality around that note. I'll do the G scale for the F-hole mandolin. Jenny the dog is playing with the ball. That's what that noise is. So yeah, this has a crisper dissipation of the notes to my ear, whereas the oval hole this is kind of like a smoother transition to silence. that's a short sampling of, I guess, how these two mandolins compare: oval hole, F holes,